back up. Yep. Wait a minute, I was told there's no back up. Darkness all in my head, but I won't be a fake up. Got a trick, living life in respect. I might slip out and back up, but I won't be a fake. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up.
Is you thinking I'm jumping the leak in the lead immediately? Show up this evening and wait till you sleeping. Kick to the open, I'm scanning for motion. I'm just trying to make all my pockets obese. Don't want, I just want the Lucci. So me and all of my poochies can eat. For his loose change, take his boo thing out the PF chains and take him K, get a steak or something. Something looking at me like I'm opaque or something. Don't I look like Drake or something? Something better tell mankind Undertaker coming.
Wait, back up. I was told there's no back up. Darkness all in my head, but I won't be a fake up. Got a trick, living life in respect. I might slip out and back up, but I won't be a victim. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Come from off the top, the flow is hot, I got you shocked. Come from off the top, you know I be smarter than Spock. Come from off the top, the flow is hot, I got you shocked. Come from off the top, come from off the top.
Can't keep up, you too slow.
Top.
You just watch, I control.
Top.
I take half, you not whole.
Top.
Got your mind, got your
This is
soul.
a scenario, I'm in your area, this is your definitely. Turn up your stereo, get this jumping like Mario, now you ain't with me. You terrible, I might embarrass you right here in front of your whole family. Hot in Nigeria, this is the year of the beer, leave it here on the chair so they know we was here. Staring in fear like a deer when the car coming near in the middle of the road, bit of beer. You don't wanna rock with the man, hands off of the grands, counting up bands while I talk to the fans. Knew I could jam, but the top wasn't playing. Now everybody wanna be friends. How you? Said I'm just fine, in the right place, at the wrong time. Said I go crazy, out of my mind. And I think back when daddy wrote down that it might scrape and it might grind, but you work hard and it might shine. Let me slow down, switch the time and quit hiding.
Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up.
Have you taken on the 2K TV challenge? In case you've missed out, it's a pretty brutal challenge on Hall of Fame against cover star Anthony Davis 1v1 on Blacktop mode.
And many of you have sent us your attempts on social media, so check back next week because your video might make it into the 2K TV challenge special.
Yes, and we've had so many players attempt this challenge, including community members, NBA players, and celebrities.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. That's a look at our setting tonight, the picturesque city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The week is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Lopez.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, Aaron Gordon is progressing as a shooter. He said, what I've done is connected my three, my pull-up, and my free throw. They're all the same shot now. I'm going to keep trusting my skill, and eventually it'll all come together. With my motor, I feel like whatever I'm doing out there, I can just keep going and going. Kevin?
Tremendous athleticism. Thanks, D.A. A lot of pace with these two teams, Doris. You were the primary ball handler when you played. What was your style?
Well, I think, the style that players want to play in, Kevin, are the fast-paced, open-floor styles, which really allows you to showcase, number one, if you're a skilled basketball player. Number two, do you have great athleticism? Is speed your best attribute? To me, a free-flowing, fast-paced, sort of read and react system is the absolute ideal style.
A look at the Magic starting group. Fournier and Gordon on the wing. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And there's Fultz. And it's Birch in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Milwaukee, the backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. And it's Lopez in at the 5. At the elbow, it's Gordon. It's Fournier on the wing. Lopez grabs the board. Middleton drives in, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Eric Bledsoe's court vision is probably underrated. What a pretty pass.
And it's Fultz with the ball for the Orlando Magic. 4-point game. Over in the corner, Isaac. Misses the 3. Giannis inside. He's covered by Isaac.
You know this, Kevin. If you're open, you can count on Brook Lopez to find you. He uses his height to spot open teammates.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Poke loose. Middleton with it. Now guarded by Fultz. And the dunk by Giannis.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Now, here's Fultz. 8 points his last outing. Passes it to Isaac. Here's Birch, covered by Giannis. Birch kicks to Fournier. And now Matthews pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit, Greg, for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. And what a year last season for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He was terrific across, Greg, all stat categories.
And he was rightfully in the MVP conversation very early on. He's still very young, and I see multiple MVP seasons in his future.
Inside, here's Fournier. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates. Well, nice job crashing the glass. You love to see that kind of effort.
Here's Fultz. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. Now, here's Fultz. Guarded by Bledsoe. Now the pass to Gordon. Shot clock at 6. Now, here's Fultz. He's guarded closely.
Well, that's the thing. When Bledsoe's motivated, he's a physical, lockdown defender.
Matthews, no one around him, drills the three-pointer. Matthews has got 5.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
It's Fournier on the wing. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively. And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they've played together as a unit over this last stretch.
Now here's Fournier. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Cleveland.
Well, Evan Fournier is a fundamentally sound player, and if his teammates are open, he will deliver the rock.
Lets it go from the wing, and out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession.
A moment here to see the numbers for Jonathan Isaac. Getting around 12 points a game, over 2.5 blocks, and 7 rebounds. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I'll tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Outside Fournier. Isaac with the ball. Giannis is there. The sixth pick back in 2017, 6'10", Jonathan Isaac out of Florida State. Greg, what have you seen from him?
Came in somewhat raw. Potential as a rangy defender. Offensively, though, still a ways to go.
Thus far in his young career, Jonathan Isaac's strength, I think, Doris, his defense.
That has everything to do, Kevin, with his blend of length and mobility. This guy can be extremely disruptive on that end of the floor, and Jonathan Isaac will grow offensively as well.
That's good from Isaac. About this time of the year, we hear early talk about end-of-the-season awards. When you're thinking about who you'd vote for MVP or whatever, Doris, when do you start giving consideration to those topics?
You know what's fascinating, Kevin, is where all the major awards are considered, particularly the MVP, it feels like there's a narrative that develops back when the season starts. The key as a voter, I think, is to sort of eliminate the noise, look at the numbers, consider the success of teams, and make your decision from there. You've got to make sure you're really doing your research.
And sometimes, am I right, it comes down to the final couple days of the regular season before a voter like yourself knows for sure.
Kev, I have cast my MVP ballot on the last possible day in each of the last 3 years.
Wow. Here's Fournier after Eric Bledsoe's score. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's Fultz. Here's Isaac. Makes it off the glass.
Well, with that length, you want to see Jonathan Isaac attack the offensive glass. Put that 7'1" wingspan to work.
From the wing. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, Greg, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
So it's Orlando now after the basket by Milwaukee.
Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And the Magic, one of those franchises that's still looking for its first title.
And Greg, they've been to the NBA Finals twice, but boy, did they run up against 2 of the all-time great individual closers in history. 1995, Hakeem Olajuwon says no to the Magic. 2009, the Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant, says, no, sir, I'm getting another championship.
And the first one at the line is good.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
And both free throws good for Giannis.
Well, you think about the solid first year Steve Clifford had coaching the Orlando Magic. This team had a solid season, with a great leap on the defensive end of the floor. Clifford once again showing he is a great defensive mind in the NBA coaching ranks.
And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. Here's Isaac. 6 points for him. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Isaac's got his third basket of the night. And with Clifford and the defense, he's excelled in that area his whole career.
Well, think back at both stops in Charlotte and Orlando. His teams have been really solid on the defensive end of the floor. They limit turnovers and second chance points, get back in transition, build the wall. It's becoming his calling card as a coach, guys. Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect. This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
The Magic trail by 10. Gordon with it. Matthews covering. Outside Fournier. Gordon the pass to Birch. Shot clock at 5. Here's Fournier. And too long on the shot. And the foul on Kem Birch. That's his first foul. A different look for Milwaukee. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Matthews. And George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Then for the Magic, Mohamed Bamba comes in for Kem Birch. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. And Giannis throws it down.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end, Greg. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now here is Augustine. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
Yeah, don't forget how great he was drawing contact and getting himself to the free throw line. Picked up a ton of easy points there.
And Giannis throws it down.
Well, we've seen this over the course of George Hill's career. So savvy, finding the open man.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. A lot of players have taken their game to another level. A lot of improvement they've done individually. Any surprises that have caught your eye, Doris, over the years?
Yeah, I would say probably maybe the greatest single individual leap I've ever seen is by the reigning most improved player, and that's Pascal Siakam. Couldn't get in the rotation consistently in the postseason, and then became such an integral part of an NBA championship team. Kemba Walker, who is an all-star caliber player, all-NBA level guy, continues to stay in the lab and keep improving. So a ton of guys, Domantas Sabonis, another young big who's been incredible. Just great to see guys progress.
And the Bucks with some changes. Lopez comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Korver in for Chris Middleton. Orlando also making some changes. Awundu's checked in, and Terrence Ross is subbed in for Fournier. Here's Awundu. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Nice shot there by Bamba.
Well, DJ Augustine has been around this league a long time. He does not miss open teammates.
Lopez, good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. And the Bucks lead by 14.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
So the term unicorn has arisen for shot blockers who can also space the floor. Mo Bamba on that list, guys.
The Magic have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And that one falls for Bamba. And coming in, Mo Bamba comparing his game to that of Joel Embiid's. Doris, do you see that?
Well, I've heard others mention Rudy Gobert with a three-point shot, and that might be a closer comparison. We're going to have to watch and see what Mo Bamba hangs his hat on both the offensive and defensive end. Comparison's a bit early at this point.
Well, you talk about physical gifts for the game. Mo Bamba, a 7-footer with the longest wingspan, 7'9.5", and that gives him a huge sphere of influence.
So it's Orlando now, down by 15. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Well, how about the job they got from their bench? That productivity was a major part of the outcome.
Right, you look at Bamba able to touch the rim while still on the ground. And he gets off the ground pretty well, too.
A good athlete, still getting stronger and developing his feel for the game. But he has something you just can't teach. Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Korver, good.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And here's Augustine. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
How effortless is a dunk for Aaron Gordon? He's ready for takeoff, gentlemen.
Bucks leading by 15. Here's Korver, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got 3 assists now in this one. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Pass to Ross to the middle, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Yeah, great anticipation of where the open man was going to be, and Terrence Ross finds him immediately. That's really pretty.
Here's Giannis. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Now here is Augustine. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Bamba's shot is off.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Wow, 10 straight points from mid-range.
And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Magic. 19-point game. Here's Ross. Banked in off the glass.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Korver. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Korver's got 6.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
There's the double team with Korver, and Augustine kicks to Gordon. Augustine with it. No points in the game yet for him. 4 on the shot clock. Ross finds Augustine. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Connaughton, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Connaughton's got his 2nd bucket. The Magic trail by 21. 1:03 left to play in the first. Pass to Ross. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Ross has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Left side, Korver. Puts one up from 19. Here's Antetokounmpo, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the 2nd effort.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Augustine against Hill. Here's Bamba. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine. Augustine's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Lopez. No good that time. The Magic go the other way with it. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
Well, so many of their problems stem from turnovers. They simply could not take care of the ball, and it cost them in that matchup.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And so it's Milwaukee, sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Already a superstar, Antetokounmpo talked about how much more he can improve.
I'm just trying to focus on the court. What's my next step as a basketball player? Because I know this is just the beginning. I haven't even reached my potential yet. I think I have a long way to go, and maybe one day I can be top 10 in all those things. I feel like I can do that.
I think he's already a top 5 player. With his skill set and physical tools, he can be an all-time great.
He's shown the dedication. I think he's only going to get better.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And quite a position here for the Bucks to be in. What do you think, guys?
The offense firing on all cylinders. They dominated that first period.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so, in the game for the Magic, Gordon and Bamba, the combo inside. Terrence Ross is out there with DJ Augustin, and it's a 1-2 in at the 3.
You simply cannot give Kyle Korver any daylight, Kevin. Come on now. If he's dribbling it and ready to pull up, look out.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. To the paint, here's a 1-2. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Here's Ilyasova, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Boy, the vertical that Aaron Gordon has helps him on the defensive end, twice on the pipes with that block.
Matthews, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Eric Bledsoe comes in for George Hill. The Magic also changing it up. Ken Burge is checked in for Aaron Gordon, and it's Frazier in for Terrence Ross. Shoots from 14, Ilyasova hits the bucket. Ilyasova's got his first bucket of the night.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
Augustine against Bledsoe. Birch, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Well, this is DJ's role, right? A point guard aware that his responsibility is to orchestrate the offense.
Good on the shot. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for Orlando. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's a 1-2. He's covered by Matthews. Fires the 3. Augustine, no luck.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, last season the Magic broke a 6-season playoff drought. Nick Vucevic was the franchise's first All-Star in 7 seasons. It's been a long rebuild from the Dwight Howard era. We'll see where the team goes from here, but Kevin, they're happy to just be playing games that matter night in and night out.
All right, thank you very much, David. No good from Bledsoe.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Here's a 1-2. He's covered by Matthews. That 3 off the mark. Bucks leading by 21. Lets it fly. Birch grabs the board. Fast break, here we go. Here's a 1-2, and it's sent back by Lopez.
You have to be a fan of how Robin Lopez refuses to give any shot a free pass. He'll block and challenge anything.
Here's Bledsoe. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Magic trail by 19. Frazier scanning the floor. Throws it up high. It's tipped. Lopez with the steal. Here's Matthews. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
They double him with Matthews. Passes it to Awundu. Bamba against Matthews. And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. And Middleton subbed in for Matthews. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. And Doris, you played point guard. What do you like to see from that position?
Well, I'm going to go back to the Showtime Lakers, which was my first team that I adored when I was a kid watching the NBA. And the reality is this, Kevin, I love to see teams play in transition, get out in the open floor. What's better than watching Steph Curry cross half court with a full head of steam and the defender knowing, oh, good God, anything could happen here. He might pull a three. He might finish in spectacular fashion off the run, or he might find a teammate for a momentum-building three. Like, get in transition and run, baby.
We got the heart, we got the soul. Just when the world saying they got no hope, here comes the love. We got all the old. We got superheroes, so much just put my hand in the road.
And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Bledsoe.
And he's fallen out of favor a little bit in their offense, at least compared to how he was being used earlier in the season. His usage percentage is down over the past 5 games. Maybe he'll be more involved here tonight.
A nice shot by Frazier.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Bucks leading by 19 points. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Evan Fournier. The Bucks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
DiVincenzo taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. That one misses. Doris, isn't it interesting that we're seeing some teams with more 3-point attempts than 2-point attempts?
It's incredible, Kevin, that every year over the last decade you see more 3-point attempts across all 30 NBA teams. And think about the Houston Rockets. In each of the last 2 years, the Rockets have actually taken more threes than twos. This is the evolution of the game. It is not going anywhere. There's 2 high-valued shots in the league. Restricted area twos, that means point-blank opportunities at the rim, and 3-point shots, and everything else in between seems to be getting lost.
The pass to Fultz. 3-pointer on the way. Rebound, Milwaukee.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And it's Frazier with the ball for the Magic. Out to the right wing. No one near Fultz as he lets it go. Scores for only the 2nd time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
Well, terrific to see Markelle Fultz knock it down, looking more and more assertive in the mid-range.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Frazier outside. 4 on the clock. The tray. but they'll get another chance. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. And let's take a second to view a list of shooting guards who have been very dependable offensively this season. These two guards are the most accurate in the league. Evan Fournier, third.
You know, in tight or outside, these are all very reliable and consistent shooters. It's a safe option to put the ball in their hands and let them create something for themselves.
And a lot of times, those shots they create for themselves come right at the basket. As good a group of shooters as they are, they don't just settle for jumpers. These are players who are willing to attack the rim.
They get it again. And the basket by Isaac. Isaac's got 11 points.
And this is an area that Jonathan Isaac continues to work on. Key is being aggressive and finish.
Bledsoe, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Pass to Fournier. Ball stolen. Lopez passes to Middleton over Frazier. And Middleton, the basket on the assist by Lopez.
Slow rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide open look from mid-range.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
From 12 feet out. No good on that one. The Bucks go the other way with it.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. Oh, great ball movement there.
Orlando's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. A nice shot by Frazier. Frazier's got 5 points in the quarter.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Bledsoe, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Now Fultz. High, arcing shot.
Well, Lopez twice on the pipes. He has the length to do this every time on the defensive end.
For Orlando, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
2 shots.
That free throw good from Fultz.
Well, obviously a rough start to the career of #1 pick Markelle Fultz. The shoulder injury sort of takes away his shooting ability when the Sixers trade him away. You're rooting for this young man to get back to his game.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Ilyasova. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And George Hill's subbed in for Eric Bledsoe.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
Orlando's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Fultz, the pass to Fournier. Shot from 12. Here's Birch. Lopez covering. That one falls. Birch has got 4 points in the quarter.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Nice touch on the jumper from Brook Lopez. This guy is so skilled shooting from the mid-range. Love it.
Outside Fournier. Isaac passes to Birch. Doris, such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
The Magic making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
The Magic shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Here's Fultz. The teardrop falls in. Fultz has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And I just love when Fultz goes with that floater, showing a desire to add to his arsenal offensively.
And he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for Orlando. Gordon for 3. It's hauled in by Giannis. Giannis has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Trying to get open as Lopez. And that one's good from Connaughton. Connaughton's got 6.
In the mid-range. Rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
And the basket by Gordon.
I love that Aaron Gordon goes right up with it. He's got really good instincts for knowing when to catch and shoot.
Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Magic shooting 48% on their attempts here in quarter number 2. Picked his pocket. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Well, George Hill is an effective combo guard. He sees the floor and puts it on time and on target.
To the inside. Here's Fultz. It doesn't go for him. Excellent D there from Hill.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it. Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Good on the three-point shot.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
I thought their game plan was really spot on, Greg, and we saw that in their scoring more than anything else.
Salsa, we get dip. I'm just trying to see you dance salsa. Whoa. You know, hate on low, but we fly high. You know, talk is cheap, free Wi-Fi. Whoa. Heard they trying to steal away. Cut it out. Spicy mommy's on the way. Tell my wife she let away. I cut it out. Hey, talk to me nice. Show you what deep in it about. Whoa. Pipe down. First we shut them down, then we open up shop.
Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Bamba is checked in for the Magic. Augustine comes in for Markelle Fultz. Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Well, Orlando shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Pass to Ross. Here's Bamba. No one near him. And it's off the back rim. No good.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
They get the rebound. Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what, Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And there's Korver on the assist from Antetokounmpo. That's 10 points for Kyle Korver.
Wow, the pre-shot preparation of Kyle Korver gets himself square. What a soft-looking jumper.
29 seconds left here in the second. Here's Augustine. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
That's the quickness of DJ Augustine. Put it on the deck, get to the driving game. Really nicely done.
And it's DJ Augustine with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
West Milwaukee.
19 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And that one's good by Giannis.
Yeah, there's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Now here is Augustine. Passes to Gordon. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Kyle Korver.
And this, to me, is where Aaron Gordon can excel. This guy embraces contact on the way up.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And so far this season, it's been average at best at the line, only 71% as a shooter.
And he can't get the first one.
There is some Blake Griffin, a younger Blake Griffin in Aaron Gordon, right? The explosive, ferocious forward takes pleasure in hammering it down.
Good on the second free throw. With 1 on the clock. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
1 eye on the rim, 1 eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. He's approaching 40 points for him in the game. He's scoring in just about every way possible. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
Well, you know what? We're a defensive team first, and we've been good defensively. We've been organized. We weren't that in that first half, and that's what we got to concentrate on to get the game going back our way.
See if you revert back to your form in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 36 points, 2 steals, and 5 assists. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
We're seeing the Giannis effect. First player to ever finish in the top 20 in all 5 major statistical categories. Come on, man. Are you kidding me? It doesn't speak for his overall impact, but I just want to tell you, that's impressive.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Magic.
Well, they're obviously facing a hot shooting team tonight. That combined with a lackluster effort on defense, the recipe for disaster level. Without major improvements defensively, this game is OVA. Over.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Chris Middleton was a first-time All-Star in 2019. Now, we all know that Middleton is one of the league's best shooters, but he had to adjust his game to a new system under Coach Mike Budenholzer. Middleton said, "I guess that's what being an All-Star is, a team player and a complete player. Not playing for stats, playing for nothing else but to win." Kevin?
First-time All-Star and well-deserved. David, thank you. And the shooting guard, Wesley Matthews, a terrific defender who has no hesitation, Greg, in taking that long three.
A pretty good combination. Weathered an Achilles tear back in 2015, but has remained a steady rotation player.
The Buck shooting has been out of this world, 74% from the field. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. To the middle. Here's Gordon. And the rejection by Giannis. And he gets it back.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And Matthews throws it down.
You've got to love the speed of Wes Matthews and how he loves to attack in transition.
Inside. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And it's 6 points for Evan Fournier.
Yeah, he needs to take a lot more shots. He's been efficient, trying to get his teammates involved, but it's time for him to step up.
And it's blocked by Gordon. Matthews with the steal. And now the fast break. Matthews with the ball over Gordon. Here's Antetokounmpo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Giannis has got 40 points.
Well, they're just riding the hot hand down the stretch, and he's been in a zone all night.
Fultz the pass to Gordon. Good D by Lopez.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Fournier against Matthews. The pass to Fultz. Now, here's Isaac. Defense right on him. Fournier gets a wide open look. No good from outside.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's face and then go and corral that backboard.
Fultz the pass to Birch. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got 6 assists now in the game.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Here's Matthews. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
We all know Wes Matthews is a knockdown threat from that area.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question, Greg. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's Ilyasova in for Antetokounmpo. Matthews against Fournier. They double him with Matthews. Here's Fultz. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Off target from outside.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Took him no time at all on that one. Matthews has got 10 points here in the second half.
If you give Matthews a path to the rim, he will take advantage. He is a terrific finisher at the basket.
And Fournier kicks to Fultz. Gordon inside, defended by Middleton. The shot's good from Fournier.
I'll tell you, tough first half puts it in the rear view. The shooting percentage starting to reflect that.
And Bledsoe, here we go. And it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest. And so here's Orlando. Outside Fournier. Fultz Terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
Well, make no mistake, Markelle Fultz, because of his athletic burst, can score on the interior. That's nicely done.
Matthews, no good. The Magic have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Fultz looking around. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. As we get a break in the action, let's take a peek at the leading defenses. The Magic in second.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
And the first one drops.
Well, you think into Markelle Fultz's early part of his career, he was under such scrutiny as the #1 overall pick. This guy's starting to prove how valuable he can be.
And the Bucks making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in. Frazier, he's checked in for the Magic. And so he makes both from the line. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Here's Fournier. He's got 9. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Bucks. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Friday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And with the way they've been able to march right along in this season lately, I think they should be able to keep things going in this next stretch. Just come out with the same energy and discipline, and you should have some wins.
Here's Fultz. Good on the 13-footer. Fultz has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Right now, Markelle Fultz playing with a level of determination, grit, and perhaps most importantly, confidence.
Bucket is good. Here's Fultz. 15 points in the game. Outside Fournier. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Bledsoe. Pass to DiVincenzo. Shoots from the baseline. It's hauled in by the Magic. Gordon's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Moving it up. And Frazier with the basket on the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got his 7th assist in the game. The Bucks shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
There's the feed to Fournier. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
You know, hats off to him for staying active inside. Lopez just creating his own offense.
Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Over to the wing. Here's Birch. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
And since coming to the Bucks, Eric Bledsoe hasn't been asked to do nearly as much as he has in the past.
And for Bledsoe, that is a good thing, as he is best as a complementary player. Not scoring as much, but his decision-making and shot selection have vastly improved.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Korver comes in for Chris Middleton, and George Hill's subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo.
Can we remember that Kentucky team Eric Bledsoe played on? 8 future NBA players, including both All-Stars John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins. Incredible.
Bamba kicks to a 1-2. Just 5 on the clock. On the wing, Gordon to the paint. Lopez with the block. It's Hill on the wing. He's guarded by Ross. And the basket by Hill. Hill's got his second bucket of the night.
Now George Hill continues to light it up from distance. This guy is a dependable three-point shooter.
And here's Augustine. Pass to Ross. Pass to Bamba. Over Bledsoe. And nothing is falling for him right now. Milwaukee has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Bamba with the block.
That is a combination of length and defensive instinct. Send it back, Mo Bamba.
Well, Orlando shooting it quite well in this third quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Here's Bledsoe, and another basket for Milwaukee.
And usually teams go on runs, and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Augustine passes to Awundu. The three, and again it's Orlando with the three.
DJ Augustine has turned himself into a feared three-point threat. Beautiful.
Here's Hill, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Hill's got 7 points in the game. Orlando's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Bamba kicks to Awundu. Down low, Ross. It's blocked. Lopez against Bamba. Fires from 14. Basket counts. He's got 8.
You know, Lopez not known as a mid-range shooter, but he can make that shot.
Bledsoe comes over to help. There's the pass to Awundu.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Bamba. Inside. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Doris, 4 years and $76 million for Aaron Gordon. Good money if you can get it.
No doubt, Kevin. And in today's NBA, Aaron Gordon is well worth it. This guy is on the upswing of his career. He's got plenty of room for growth. Tremendous athlete and getting more and more skilled.
It's a moment when I show up, God, I'm saying why. On the best of my pocket, it's on me. Your grandma will probably know me. It's a moment when I show up, God, I'm saying why. Brand new everything.
A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Antetokounmpo comes in for Ilyasova. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Eric Bledsoe. Here's Giannis. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Augustine passes to Ross. Here's Gordon. Milwaukee with the rebound. Lopez has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him.
And Orlando again with the bucket.
That ability to change direction, switch gears, stay in control. DJ Augustine doing it all on that dribble drive.
Antetokounmpo, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
The Magic have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Connaughton passes to Giannis. Fades away. And it falls over the rim and in. Antetokounmpo's got 44.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
And he has got such good touch from that medium range area. It's an option they can always go to. That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
And that one's good from Connaughton.
Boy, that's as wide open as you're going to get. The defense needs to lock in and be better than that.
To the inside. Ross, that's good. Ross has got 11 points.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Connaughton to the left wing. Ross with a steal. He dishes it to Bamba. And it's Connaughton with the rebound.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Here's Lopez. Offensive rebound. Antetokounmpo with the bucket. Giannis has got 10 points in the quarter. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. His performance that quarter has earned him a double-double. Seems like he's been everywhere in this game. Back to the action after this word. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. Jefferson is out there with Johnson. Then it's Bamba. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's Maggette in at the point.
But George Hill does it all for this team, including gutting the defense with his quickness. Just a sensational drive.
Pass to Ross. Wilson against Jefferson. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Hill. And here's the break. Here's Wilson. Here's Connaughton. That's in. That's his fifth field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Orlando's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. And Hill over to help. Ross with a wide open look. Milwaukee with the rebound. Ring shot on the way. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. 11 points for Hill.
Well, outstanding anticipation. George Hill, fantastic knowing when to rise for the pull-up jumper.
Bamba against Giannis. Giannis with some nice D. Bucks have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Well, George Hill, the veteran guard, doesn't produce at the volume he once did. Still, he brings a lot of value to a team.
Brown, he's checked in for the Bucks. And a switcher also for Orlando. Frazier, he's checked in for Ross. And Hill, no good on that one. And for Hill, Greg, he's a great veteran leader who brings value to a playoff-bound team.
Hill has a game that is effective even when he's not scoring. His leadership and defense will make him a welcome addition to any roster, even as his numbers fade.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo for the finish. And another one.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Maggette with it. To the paint. Another shot. Bamba made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
Well, excellent pursuit of the basketball by Mo Bamba. Love his effort there.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Bamba. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Milwaukee. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Yep, that one goes.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Johnson double teamed. Passes to Jefferson. Three-pointer. The Magic getting another chance here. A nice shot by Frazier.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
Here's Brown. No good on the shot. The Magic go the other way with it. To the middle. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. A lot of people look at that general manager position with the team. I think it grows with some organization, maybe shrinks in importance with others. But by and large, it is more stable than coaching, isn't it? That position of being a GM.
Yeah, and I think, Kevin, if you were to ask coaches, one of the things I've heard sort of thrown out there as an idea is when you list the head coach's record, why not list the GM's record as well? Because the reality is success in the NBA is contingent on so many things. What's your ownership like? What kind of front office personnel? Have they made great decisions? Do you have the best possible coaching comparative to the talent on your roster? So much contributes to winning, Kevin.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
First free throw is good. And Frazier drops them both. Doris, it seems like Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, is one of the most well-liked commissioners in all of sports, worldwide. Why do you think that's so?
Well, I think he was amongst the most important members of the staff of his predecessor, David Stern, who obviously oversaw the greatest growth in NBA history. The NBA became a global game. But Adam Silver didn't skip a beat. He is a great listener, a great communicator, and I've said this about the NBA for a very long time. It is a league that is in constant self-evaluation process. It is always looking for ways to improve the league, whether that means organizationally or with the play between the lines, and that's all you can ask for, Kevin.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there, nearly a three-point opportunity.
Dante DiVincenzo taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. The Bucks making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. So he gets them both. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's the floater. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Connaughton. And the Bucks miss again.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
To the inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first
Hiring college basketball coaches has been kind of hit or miss, Doris. Why do you think that's so?
Well, obviously, coaching in college and coaching in the NBA are drastically different things. As a college coach, you've got to be concerned about the eligibility of your young men. You've got to be recruiting the next crop, even while you're coaching your current group and your current roster. In the NBA, you get to focus exclusively on coaching. You're not talking about recruiting. You're not having to deal with anything other than grown men who have a desire for greatness in the NBA. And I think so much of it doesn't necessarily mean success or failure, whether you come from college or not. Success in the NBA is a multifaceted proposition. So I don't necessarily define it as, oh, this guy came from college, this guy came from the European leagues, this guy has been an NBA assistant. So many things go into it, Kev.
He hits both from the stripe.
Boy, guys, when you think about Mo Bamba setting the record at the NBA Draft Combine, a 7'10", eye-popping wingspan, and amongst his draft class, he had the longest standing reach. So we are talking about a big-time, long athlete here.
The first free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. Doris, you and I are faced with this a lot, voting for the MVP. Great stats versus winning. Where do you stand on that when you vote for the league MVP?
Well, winning could be the definitive line if I have two candidates who are close. For instance, for me, this last MVP came down to James Harden and Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I took it to the last possible moment. And I could have gone in either direction and been comfortable. Ultimately, I went with Giannis, and the deciding factor came down to he led his team to the best record in the league. It was a difficult vote, but ultimately it's one category which helps tilt me in one direction or another.
And I did too, and what also helped me was just the improvement defensively they had made, and I know Antetokounmpo was a very big part of it.
No, it's a great point. He was a two-way force.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
And Greg, you know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Johnson, nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Timeout, timeout.
Johnson's got his first 2 points of the night. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Bledsoe is checked in for Pat Connaughton. The Bucks have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Here's Bledsoe. Almost, but it rolls out. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. The second effort. And another shot. And Bamba with the lay-in. Bamba's got 14 points here in the second half.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period. Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Here's the teardrop. And it's sent back by Lopez. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. Here's Frazier. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for Milwaukee. Here's DiVincenzo. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
You love that this guy doesn't get down on himself after a rough first half. Keep your composure and keep grinding.
Here's Frazier. And it's Orlando with another.
Well, 9 times out of 10, that probably is a miss, but somehow he finds a way.
Milwaukee's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And Lopez gets it to go.
You know, that's a great-looking bucket that time from Lopez. You know, he's not a double-digit scorer over the course of his career, but he can contribute at times offensively.
Johnson outside. Johnson draws the double. Magic moving the ball around. Feeds to Bamba. Clock at 6. Wilson grabs the board.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
To the paint, here's Maggette, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Bledsoe, and Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Got that one up quick.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it, Greg? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
And there's the pass to Frazier. Kicks it out to Johnson. Plenty of space. And it comes off the front of the rim. The Bucks shooting it well here in the fourth quarter at 50%. And it's Bledsoe off the drive, and it's in there. Bledsoe's got 17 now, just in the second half.
Boy, more points for Bledsoe. This guy is a big-time talent, big-time athleticism. What a combination.
Maggette against Bledsoe. A stupendous finish in traffic.
Well, you like how aggressive he is making a play at the rim against length.
You have got to believe that you can score against size on the interior. How about the aggressive, assertive move there?
Orlando's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Maggette dishes to Jefferson. Down low. And Frazier with the basket on the assist by Jefferson. Frazier's got 20 points.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Doris, all right, this is going to come out of the blue here, but if you had to choose between raising the height of the basket or widening the floor or even widening the lane, which would it be?
I have very strong feelings on this, Kevin, and for me it would be widening the floor. And the reason I say that is it feels to me in the last couple of years there are more sideline violations where teams are turning it over because they're trying to get to that corner 3, one of the most advantageous best shots in today's game. But because that three-point line is so close to the sideline out of bounds, we're seeing too many violations. So if I had to choose between one or the other, I would absolutely widen the floor.
Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Eric Bledsoe. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Now Maggette. Good D by Lopez. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Inside, from 10 feet out, Drain for 2 points.
Lopez looking right at home with the catch and shoot.
The Magic shooting has been just great in the fourth quarter, 54%. And the dunk by Bamba.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Here's Korver, and another basket for Milwaukee.
Well, the jumper of Kyle Korver is simply as good as it's ever been. The shot looks as pure coming out of his hands as maybe any shooter in history.
Pass to Jefferson. And the dunk by Jefferson.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine, Kev.
Shot's good by Wilson. Here's Maggette. 1:51 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Jefferson. Plays it up and banks it in. Jefferson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
Takes the 13-footer, and again, it's Milwaukee converting.
Kyle Korver sending a message, I'm not just a three-point shooter. Give him an opportunity close, and he takes advantage.
To the middle, here's Frazier. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Milwaukee.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Giannis.
I think his steals tell the story. This guy was a disruptive force, and I don't think you can underestimate how important it is for a team to have someone in that role.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They're up by 44. There's 42 seconds left in the game. Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shot's good by Wilson.
Finishing strong. This is how you want
to close things out.
No question, GA. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
Milwaukee ball.
Here's DiVincenzo, covered by Maggette. It's good.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Good. Great play set up by Frazier.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Here's DiVincenzo. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Eric Bledsoe. Eric, a strong performance tonight. What's been the difference?
We're getting out of transition, trying to get defensive stops, and everybody's just playing their game.
And it showed tonight, Eric. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.